All right, so let's go ahead and hide the sketches. So we're just looking at our geometry. One of the things with the 3D print is we put this on the base. We have all of this geometry. Then we'd want to possibly look at maybe a vent or additional openings. Um, so let's do a simple pattern, and we'll start a sketch. And for our geometry, I'll go with a line, expand out the sketch palette so that it's construction. And I can find that midpoint, bring it up to where it's coincident. And then I'll go back into the sketch and center diameter circle. And it's still in line type center, so let's go turn that off so it becomes an object. And 30 millimeters, I'll stay with 25 millimeters. All right, so I have the option of extruding this out. It's tied to the center line, but it's not positioned vertically. All right, so this geometry can be pretty much anything that wherever your imagination takes you. So let's cancel out of the 20 millimeter. And so if I do a sketch pattern, then we're going to pick up a rectangular pattern. We have the object selected, so let's go ahead and reduce the palette. The direction will be along the lines of, and we did 25 millimeters, so probably 30 millimeters on the spacing. Quantity of 3. And so watch it for the extent. It's trying to fit all of that into 30 millimeters. If I go to the spacing, then it adjusts. So let's see what minus 30 looks like now. And then I can increase the number of instances. That's going to be a little close to the camera. We'll go ahead and hit OK. All right, so those pick up their geometry. We can finish the sketch. And when I go to make the cut, I have to pick. So if I was doing a lot of these, I would probably want to do where did it go? The rectangular pattern for the features. Create the seed part and then just expand that geometry out from there. So for our selection, since there's only 4 of these, I can pick, and distance is going to be all again. If it gives me that warning, that's usually an indication that it is going the wrong way. And then we'll go ahead and flip it and make the cut go correct. All right, so one of the things with the 3D print, and tying this back into our specifications, if I look at this body, I can apply a material, so physical material, and we'll get the pop-up. So plastic, if you want to apply any of the plastics, I'm just looking for a generic. So we drag and drop that onto our geometry and close. All right, so then I can come back to the properties, and the properties will tell me this is 70 grams. So if I was looking for a target of 50 grams, I could go and skeletonize and do some additional geometries and shapes in there. 70 grams not too bad, and by the time we add some fillets, it will reduce a little bit more. So if I attach a fillet to a face, it's going to pick all of the edges. So let's go with a 2 millimeter on the outside, and then I will add. So let's add another one, and we can orbit around to where I can see the inside. and pick the inside. Now there's still a lot going on there, so I would like to preview that one. And since it is, well, it did find one face. Oh, I didn't give it a number, so let's go 1 millimeter. Because the 3 millimeter thickness, if I do much more than 1 millimeter, then it's going to overlap. Alright, so those tie together. On my display settings, then I have the hidden edges shown, which was helping me with the sketches, but not so much with the geometry. So let's see the next edges that I would like to get to. We already have some of those. The blends maybe aren't perfect, but if I come back and double click on the feature, the fillet feature, okay, or well, I'm still in the orbit, so let's right click and hit OK. We'll get back into the fillet. Alright, it's not going to let me double click, then I will pick the face. So I'm going to grab these inside, well, these edges, these vertical edges on the interior. We need to rotate around. And okay. So those could go back up to the, let's leave them at 1 millimeter and see what that looks like. Alright, so I can add those in. So I can make multiple fillets, or I can control this geometry with just the one fillet command. Alright, so going back in, we'll add another fillet. Really the one that's of concern is going to be these inside edges, right? Because just like said over here, it's not really, 3D printing is not good at building those bridges. The material is pretty soft, it's going to droop. 6 millimeters, it might build up, but I'm expecting that to be a little weird. That's one of the reasons why I left those open. I'm not planning on using support materials, so building those in will would probably cause the print to be incomplete. So we have the 4 edges there. Let's see, it's going to let me scroll down. And we'll zoom around. And now it's not letting me back into that one, so I'm probably still, no. So let's just cancel out of that for now. Get to where I can see these a little better. Wait for it. Okay, and then edit the feature. We'll add a new. So I might have added that in and got lost in my sequence. Okay, so I add those 3 in. We rotate around where I can kind of see the other 3. Right click and OK to get out of the orbit. And bring those 3 into the mix, and then this is going to be 2 millimeters. So where those blend in, probably to the verticals, then I don't know that it will let me rearrange those, but I can delete and see if those go in first, if those are happy. So it would be nice if it let me rearrange those, but since it didn't, and we haven't automatically saved, so at some point I'm probably going to want to save this. So let's try and go back with the 1 millimeter and the order that it builds. Alright, so it's getting pretty complicated in that that corner and then going up and around. So let's go ahead and get rid of that and see if I can figure out the best way to approach. So pretty much right there to in, and then it coming to that that point is probably the one that's going to cause the problem. So would not hurt my feelings to leave that solid without the fillet. And let's go ahead and we'll try to do these last ones. Need to get in there, add the next fillet, go back and we'll add the top faces, which will just be to smooth off and round. And not sure what that's picking, so anytime it's behaving strangely or not doing what I suspect, then we'll rotate over. Nope, didn't want that one. Still grabbing the edges. Nope, I don't want the edge. There we go. Got the face, and then this will go back to the 1mm on the edge. I'm going to hit enter. All right, and those are looking pretty good. We've got the sharps on the corners still, so that would be something that could impact. So really the last ones that I'm going to try to put in are going to be these outsides. And if there's no major issues, I can grab those three. And it's going to come down to how big I can put those in. So 5 faces. So I'm not sure if that added it or... Oh, scroll down. There's my 4 edges. There's my 0mm. Let's put that up to 2mm. Oh, probably not 200. All right, so 2mm. And again, it's getting into that blend and into those other geometries where it gets pretty complicated. So try one more time. All right, so since it doesn't like that one with everything already in place, let's go add an additional and see as a new feature if it will pick it up. 1mm. All right, so at some point, if it gets too complicated, now we gotta get out of the orbit, and we'll pick. So I'm not sure why it got 6 edges all of a sudden. Oh, the top and the bottom of the fillet. And and we need the 0 to go to 1. All right, so we got those blends in there. I think that is, it looks pretty good. And I want to say when this goes to print, it will look pretty decent. So could put a few more, try to do the inside verticals, but I think we're at a good stopping point and be able to start working towards the